I have practical experience of that in Africa, where people, even states, state parties, do not want the war to end because that is how they make money. Now, in a war situation, there is no accountability. Oh, let us spend $5–10 million, otherwise the rebels will take up this place. It's gone. At the end of the day, nobody is going to ask you where that money went. So the easiest way of camouflaging corruption is a conflict situation. We do not want, I do not want publicity in most of what I do. We resolve complicated problems in Africa and elsewhere without going public. Sometimes when they sit down and praise some people, I laugh. Because the reality is that those people will not even be honest enough to say, I don't even know how this thing came about. But that is what it is all about. I do things, as long as God knows what I'm doing, that is the most important thing. And as long as what I do will save life, that's the most important thing. I don't want publicity for most of the things that I do. For the AIDS treatment, I have to put it on the internet for scientists to see. Because none of those people that have ever claimed to have treated people for AIDS and cured AIDS have never shown any results. The people that that was why the treatment was on TV for everybody to see. And don't think that the bad mountain was only outside. It was also here at the beginning. Hey, oh, he's doing it for politics. Hey, you people are going to die. He told you to stop taking ARVs. My treatment, I tell you not to take ARVs because my treatment doesn't work with chemicals. So if you take ARVs and take my medication, if anything happens, they will say, oh, he went to take the president's treatment and that is why. My treatment is purely herbal. It has nothing to do with industrial chemicals. And that is why when you are taking my medication, we keep you in one place. For HIV treatment, we keep you in one place. And to avoid, because of this negative propaganda and the hostility involved, that is why normally my treatment, I don't give it to somebody to take away. You take it in my presence, I take it first. Whatever treatment I give to people, if you want to drink it, in most of it you drink it, I drink it first. And then you drink and go. So even if it is a session for maybe, like in the case of treating AIDS, 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you stay in one place with a group of people and you drink it until we get rid of the virus. My treatment, as I said, is getting rid of the virus. Oh, they on this is more than World War III on me. Now, interestingly enough, after 1 year of their failure to silence me, now they're talking of a possible vaccine and medication approval for the medication. That now they're going to produce the medicine for HIV/AIDS. Okay. Then a group of Chinese said, we have discovered the medicine for the treatment of AIDS. But they also said that their medication remove the virus, eliminate the virus from the system. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Maybe they say, oh, you have had enough of JAMMEH, now somebody saying so. But that is the reality of my treatment. And as I said, I learn a lot from what I do. When we started, I had little knowledge of what AIDS is all about, but I know its composition, and that is why I was able to get the medication. But today, I can speak with authority about HIV/AIDS for 3 hours, and I will not repeat myself. Because what I know, I put up a challenge that anybody who thinks that he's an expert on AIDS, let him challenge me. I will prove him that he doesn't know much, a quarter of what I know about AIDS. Because now we can even test somebody for AIDS without taking your blood. With my medication, I give you your drink, and you watch at the color of your urine or whatever, and we can tell you are HIV positive. One thing we cannot tell you is whether it's HIV 1 or 2. And now we have also realized that, I always tell people, if you go to the hospital today and you are diagnosed with HIV 2, have a good laugh, have your lunch, come to us. In 1 week we get rid of it. And in fact, the last group, somebody who had 9 million copies, because it is measured in copies, HIV. Somebody who had 9 million copies of HIV 2 in 4 days of taking the medication, he ended up having 1 million. I said, somebody told, oh, discharge you. I said, no. We only discharge you when the machine cannot detect it. So when you look at the results, it says below detection point. Yeah. Now, if you go to the hospital and test, you will still be HIV positive. Yes. But in most machines also, and this one goes down to 23 copies. The one we are using is very sensitive, and it's not even in the Gambia. To tell you the extent of the fight we are facing, even the machine for testing the virus, I forgot the name. We ordered one, and up to now it's not functional. They gave it to us in bits and pieces, and up to now they have refused to even come and install it because it's not going to work. We tried everywhere. Wanted to buy, we have the money to buy the machine. And then they said it was not possible. We couldn't understand why. They wanted to sell us the one that has a limit of 500 copies. We said no. We want the one that has the lowest copy, and that is 23 copies. They said that is not possible. So, and then they said they want to sell to us a second hand. I said no. We want a brand new machine. So we knocked at all doors. It is not possible. But Allah is great. We are doing our best. As I said, being HIV positive is no longer a death sentence in the Gambia or anywhere else, as long as you can reach the Gambia. But one thing also we are able to minimize in this country today is the stigmatization that went with HIV/AIDS. Oh, people will not even talk to you if they know that you are HIV positive. Today, people sit around and tell you, oh, go to the president, get the treatment, and he will fix it. You know. So the stigma has been removed because people were suffering. The first group I treated, when they tell you their stories about the way they have been even ostracized by their own family members, as if they are have such a contagious disease that even by going near to people, you transmit the disease to them. People run away from you. They say nothing is more painful than going to visit your mom and say, oh, don't sit there, that is where I sit. Yes, people face that. Or you drink from a cup, or you eat from a basin and then they destroy it in your presence because nobody wants to touch it. This is how bad it has been. And but the whole propaganda came from the pharmaceutical companies. Or HIV, they gave us the impression that in 10 years there will be no African left. As I said, what I'm doing, I do it with conviction because I love humanity, irrespective of where you come from, because we are created by Allah. Anything that can be of service to any human being anywhere in the world, if I can be of service to them, I will be of service because I'm serving God's wish. Serving humanity anywhere in the world, you are working for God. And only God can pay you. If I was doing it for maybe hours, I wouldn't have been awarded. And maybe if I was even charging people to pay me, I wouldn't get anything. But being recognized and being told, thank you, keep it up, is more important than billions of dollars. Yeah, we all need money, but there is something that is more important than money, and that is human beings being satisfied with what you are doing. Because you can become the richest person, and nobody likes you. Because wealth is about helping people. So if being poor, and so many people look up to you for their well-being, in itself is better than having billions of dollars and you don't care about people, but you care about animals. So once again, I want to thank you